Hey, it's Media Traders. I'm Willie Pry, aka Nexus. It's time to do this. Well, honestly, PBS Kids been on the air since early days. So, to honor PBS Kids, I'm going to, based on the learning show, I'm going to turn all of the PBS Kid characters into Pokemon. But, rules. Rule 1. I will turn all of them, but the most hated PBS Kid show, Caillou, will not be because it's not because of the books where he bit his sister, or it's not because he was a brat in the original show. It's because I hate how he got away with everything. So, yes, Arthur have a brat in the show, DW, but she actually, in the latest season, she actually grew up to a good kid. So, the first up is Martha from Martha Speaks. Honestly, it would be a 3-stage evolution based on puppy, adult, and superhero. Also, if you're wondering, yes, there will be a shiny. Her ability, hidden ability, and sigil ability based on the show. And a sigil mechanic. Word of the day. If any Pokemon with the evolutionary holds a unique item, alphabet soup. The word of the day is a mechanic battle. Proper area. The word of the day. Prepare of the word generation. Morph sound-based move. Gain a secondary effect. When the word is baffled, a sound moves give her a 30% chance to confuse. Exhausted moves give her a 30% chance to lower the target speed. Sizzle moves gains her the secondary type in the fire. And Terrified give the 30% chance to flinch. Now time for the evolutionary line. Alpha Pup, the alphabet Pokemon. Evolve into Verbalab. Start at level 18 if hold it. Level up while holding alphabet soup. Ability Gluttony, Own Temple, and Rattle. The appearance is a small yellow lab. A chubby yellow lab with oversized paws and bright blue collar. Blue collar with a tail that mark and a question mark. It constantly curious and only make a barking sound. Contrast neon orange fur and violet electric blue color, matching a bold eyes aesthetic. Dex entry. It has a insatiable appetite for noodle-based soup. It accidentally eats letters in wagon tail rapid alphabet order. Highly intelligent, but unable to speak. It often gets frustrated when a trainer cannot understand complex barks and pause gesture. Verb Lab, the speech Pokemon, a normal psychic type, evolve into Alpha Avenger. When level up, a high friendship wild known hyper voice. Abilities Gluttony, Soundproof, and Languages. A new hidden ability. All sound-based moves by 30% allows them to bypass the opponent's substitution. Define of Morpha. It's a medium-sized light or orange-yellow Labrador mix. When it psychic runes shaped like ABCs and muzzle, it wears an updated collar shaped like a super spoon charm. Shiny is a bright yellow coat with a neon pink collar, floating with letters that neon green hue, and it pop off the screen. Because Dex entry. Because a special alphabet soup went the entire brain instead of its stomach, the Pokemon gained the unique ability to speak a fluid language. The Dex, it preferred debate its opponent over physical contact. It is known to accidentally keep its trainer awake all night, rambling about its favorite fruit. Alpha Avenger, the heroic dog Pokemon, a psychic flying type, based on Super Marfa hero skits from the show. Languages in the focus and justified. Honestly, if anybody know, it fitted its hero. Marfa transformed into a ultimate superhero based on a hero persona. She levitates off the ground, wearing a majestic red cape, a Domino's mask, and a giant M shape, and a glowing vocabulary words float, rotate around her body, shielding her. And honestly, a dark comic book style midnight purple body, a neon yellow mask, a hot pink cape. Dex entries. Born from the imagination of a dog looking at a comic book. This Pokemon flies through the sky. Defend is it people and Pokemon who cannot speak for themselves. It fights by hurling literal hard light alphabets at the villains. A larger and complex vocabulary words. It uses the more devastate the physical impact of the attack. Signature move. Noodle Barrage. Psychic. 9 power, 100% accuracy. This user fire a steaming boiling hot hard light alphabet letters at the foe. This move deal damage based on the opponent special defense, but has a 10% chance to burn due to the soup element. Now it's time for the new typing. Based on the wild Kratts, I made a fan-made typing. The creature type. Represent the raw DNA and survival instincts of the creatures they turn into. They're super effective against grass, bug, and water, predatory advantage. Defense matchup, weak against poison, environment toxins, steel, violation is cage. It resists to normal ground and fighting. Signature mechanic creature power. When the entire evolution entered the battlefield, holding the creature disc held item triggered the suit transformation. Based on the highest stat, if the opponent is highest stats attack and defense, the suit activate Grizzly Bell, gain a secondary type and ground type defense. Honestly, it will become a cheetah and become an electric type and gain 1 speed, and falcon and become a flying type. Kratts here, the scout Pokemon, a normal type. And split evolution. Evolved to Mark Claw at level 25 if its speed is higher than its defense. Evolved to Chris Scale at level 25 if its defense is higher than its speed. Its ability is Runaway, easily escape wild encounters. Second ability, Quick Feet, and Protein. A small bipedal mammal with a mix of blue-eye lemur and meerkat with a gray fur vest. But it's shiny, is blinding neon pink fur with cyan eyes. Dex entry, incredibly curious and friendly. This Pokemon travel in small parts to study habitats and of small apex predator without getting caught. It possesses a canny ability to mimic the calls of Pokemon, and perfectly it use traits to de-escalate the rivals of rival species. Mark Claw, the blue power Pokemon, a creature and water type. Abilities Swift Swim, Suit Up, activated creature power mechanic on foes, and Kratts. The Kratts is actually based on Morton, who actually dropped the creature disc. The larger, broader, athletic resembles the sea and the wolf. It glowing cyan eye and run down, and the aquatic predator. It perfect goofy confident grin. It also resembles Morton. The blue armor plates swap with neon orange based on Aviva, while the lines glow a piercing green. Dex entries power a high-tech suit that process a aquatic DNA. It can swim at speeds at 60 miles per while, wrestling a massive water type. It habit of giving creatures bizarre nicknames to every single opponent it faces battle, completely throwing the enemy's conception. Chris Scale, the green power Pokemon, a creature bug type. Shield Dust, Sue Up, and Prankster. It's like Martin, but with a gleaming neon suit, but with razor sharp claws and flaps under its arms. Shiny is midnight purple based on Koki and a hot pink lines. Dex entries analyze the genetic data of the armor insects. It suit become nearly indestructible. It scales a sheer cliff faces in seconds to gain high ground. Highly analytical. It calculates exact trajectory of an opponent attack before using the suit enhanced reflex or counters. Power Disc Strike creature. 85 power and 100% accuracy. The user hurl and energize a creature power disc at the target. If the user has change of forms Viva suit up mechanic, this move match with the secondary type and the 20% defense. Now it's time for the Every Kid Legendary Arthuvark. The Literacy Pokemon, a normal and psychic type. A mythical Pokemon that's said to only children face everyday trials. Growing up, it doesn't dwell in caves or high mountains, but it quiet corners of libraries and absorb knowledge of million stories. Sigil ability library card. Having fun when it's you got a library card. Upon enter the battlefield, Arthuvark instantly memorizes the opponent's entire strategy and activate combine a frisk and forewarn effect, revealing the target held item at the strongest. Furthermore, because how knowledge is power, Arthuvark takes 30% damage from any move it already seen used during the battle. Clenched Fist, normal, physical, 100 power, 100 accuracy, 10 PP. Based on the legendary internet breaking meme where Arthur clenches fist, yellow sweat fist pure frustration. Arthuvark channel all his pent up emotional frustration into a single devastating punch that ignore the target's stat change, like Iron Defense. If Arthuvark's stats were lower or it hit by a status condition on the previous turn, the base power on the Clenched Fist doubled to 200. Honestly, it's bipedal Arthuvark with armor clothing with a bright yellow sweater and neck scales. He sports a giant round glowing spectacles, and the shiny design. Its yellow sweater is neon red, and the trouser brilliant electric cyan. His glowing glasses are radiant, and his fist is neon green. Though humble, this legendary Pokemon possesses an unmatched emotional intelligence. If diffuse centuries of old legendary feuds simply by rival Pokemon how to communicate feelings. It fiercely protects books, historical achievements. A villain who attempts to deface the library met the psychic punch of the target clean into next week. Time for Hackor, the glitch Pokemon, a Steel and Dark type. A mysterious sentient AI that broke free from the containment grid that wanders digital network actively that corrupt the mainframe, overthrow the 4G figure, notoriously short-tempered, and especially in evil math equation are foiled by kids. Cybervirus is signature ability. Hackor's signature move is always uploaded a virus that disable motherboard or the data. Upon entering the battle, Hackor injects a mysterious code into the opposite side. This instantly overrides the disabled opponent ability for 3 turns. Similar to passive co-enforcer or gassic acid. Additionally, the virus is active and cannot use recovery moves like recover or milk drink as their digital system are rebooted. Grandma Ricker Beam. Steel. 90 power, 100 accuracy, 10. Name after his iconic massive green vulture shape ship. The Grim Wicker Hackor summon a data erasing firework that honestly it's actually a beam that corrupt a radioactive that target positive stat boost like Sword Dance or Quiver Dance, and a Grim Beam doubles to 190. Complete the reset the move's stats back to 0. It's a bipedal machine with a triangle jawline made to polish Dark Ion with a digital cape. And for shiny, Hackor's green armor is switched with pink. His Dark Iron jawline is switched with a electric Xeon. And his red eyes a flash of yellow and to a styling arcade. It rules a corrupted sectors of the digital world and the battlefield, despite of the power of the intelligent and the grand conquest ruined by the bumbling underlings. It attacks by destroying mathematical or physical laws and within the vicinity. It is said that Hackor is successful uploads its virus. Every computer network in the world will crash. Signature mechanic, the odd equate. If the Pokemon in line enter the battlefield with a agent badge, the unique item, the odd equation grid activate. The grid analyze the basic power of all incoming attacks and the base power. Flamethrower at 90 is even, but Psychic at 90 is even. Wait, is look at the move Moonblast at 95. Thunderbolt at 90 is even. Air Slash at 75 is odd. U-turn is even. And you get the picture. If any move with a odd number in base power, the damage is cut by 50% because the agent subtract the oddness. Move with even numbers base hit normally with mathematical balance. Squadette, the trainee. Squadette, the trainee Pokemon, psychic type. Evolved to all vet. A low 20 when learn. Level up by a smart tackle move like Crumb Mine. Key eye and focus and analytic. Honestly, it actually looked like Olivia as a training form, but with red fur. But her shiny is neon pink, blind yellow, and her red turned to electric, and her eyes are blind yellow. It spend hours rearrange wild berries into a geometric grid. It a single berry. It out of place. It refused to eat until the pattern is mathematically correct. Extremely angry, it watches opponent from opponents afar, uses psychic powers and count the exact number of times the foe blinks to predict their physical moves. All of it. The investigator Pokemon, a normal psychic type, evolved to Direct Odd at level 45 after winning a battle against a boss or a totem like a heavy hitter. Competitive, sharp eye, and analytic. Definitely Agent Olive does stand taller, leaner, and a navy blue fur with a sharp fur tie and a golden badge shimmer. A shiny navy suit fur is radioactive neon green, and olive red tie is hot pink, and badge is glows on neon piercing blue. When chaotic or bandy reality Pokemon cause unusual paranormal in town, Olvet is called to stabilize the arena using her highly localized psychic algorithm. It zero tolerance of goofiness or slacking off during combat. It is capable of solving a multivarious calculation and equation in a fraction of the while hyper velocity attacks. Direct Odd, the director Pokemon, a psychic steel type, based on Olive graduating from being a field agent to run her own entirely new Oz Squad division as a director. Competitive, clear body, and taskmaster. A new hit ability when an ally move misses or fails in a double battle. Direct Odd instantly commands them, forcing them to execute a correctly at 50% power. Honestly, it got trench coat fur that glowing with map with Sigma, Delta, and Pi orbiting them, and it's actually do. As shiny is Midnight Black with a neon purple and orange. Having mastered the founded laws of logic and semantic, this Pokemon commands entire squads to fields agents from the high-tech command center. If it uses Psychic Steel badge to construct unbreakable barriers, it can shut down a reality warped mythical Pokemon by using anonymous power and down to 0. Balance the equation. Psychic special. 9 power, 100 accuracy. The user calculates the exact uneven force and field and force the rebalance. This move reset the user lower stats to normal, and opponent has a higher current HP than Oddtod. This deals the 1.5 damage to even out the scoreboard. Now type Hatchling. The Hatchling Pokemon Dragon. Evolved to Cash Ring, a high friendship during the day. Glutward, level up with a Lychee Berry. Zach H. Weasel, level up with a Dubious Disc. Emma Bravo, Viva Shiny Stone. Max Stream with a Dust Stone. And Mota with a Sandstone. Aquaza Sage at level 55. Marvel Scale, Cute Charm, Unaware. A tiny chubby Quadrupedro Dragon hatchling with an oversized cute underbelly. Its shiny form is a pink scales with Cheyenne and underbelly that with a Sion on the Castring. The Shrinking Pokemon. Castring. The Shrinking Pokemon. A Dragon Fairy type. Lord, based on the shy pink dragon that compress her body size to dodge a colossal attack. Pink Shrink. Boosts evasive by one stage of physical moves. A sleek pink dragon with yellow freckles that dedicate wings. It becomes radioactive green with neon freckles. Glut Lord. The Dragonberry Pokemon. A dragon ground. A massive dragon that easily frightens and the friends of favorite snack. Berry Cave. Instantly consume any berry with 50% chance of HP instead of 50% stats boost. Shiny a bulk blue dragon with a white underbelly. And it become an orange dragon with a black underbelly. Zack and Weasel. The two-headed Pokemon. The two heads are a separate personality that share body. One neat and cautious, and one is chaotic around. Left or right. Can use 2 status moves in a single turn, or attack moves 30% boost from the second head. A massive bipedal dragon split vertically down the middle one deep purple and the one that is green. The left side turn hot pink and one green electric. Emma Bravo, the leader dragon Pokemon. A dragon flying. A dragon that honors the brave and athletic of a human big sister. And a double battle if the single target attacks away from its allies and protect them. A majestic athletic dragon with that mimic her classic red shirt and Espor giant sweeper wings. Yellow scales and violet dream. Max Dream. The playful Pokemon, a dragon fighting. Embodying a young brother that is stubborn and completely fearless. A smaller a small, fiercely agile bipedal dragon with yellow and blue crest dragon with a burn fist, but his shiny is high gross black with a pink highlights. Chroma, the bridge Pokemon. Dragon Steel, evolved to represent the cousin from another region. It bridge that gap different cultures and elements. Ease. Culture Sync. Gains 50% resistance to whatever opponent currently is. A sleek chrome cyber dragon that feature a whip-like tail like a guitar. A positive yellow cyan chrome finish with neon highlights. Quasar, the elder dragon Pokemon. A dragon. The ultimate form of telling that lives a century. It acts like a wise teacher and knowledge. Lesson learned. After a battle, an opponent move once. Quasar L become completely immune to the persistent move of the rest of the battle. A colossal dragon that have color scales that mimic of the mustache of the old man. It feathers is swapped with neon, rainbow neon, and a black body with a hidden mechanic. The dragon land rhyme. If a evolutionary tree unique moves, I wish with all my heart to activate the Dragon Land train. All Dragon type moves get 1+ priority and hazard. Like a Stuff Rock and Spike, all clear away from the side. Now, Luxbright, the Lexicon Pokemon, a Psychic type, evolve into Lexa Ballad and start at 28. And focus on tempo and telepathy. A small alien child that with a red cape that with bright eyes. High contrast to the pink body and hailing from a distant planet. Information. This Pokemon read entire dictionary. If panic is spelling, it communicated complex of floating psychic letters that use to explain the definition, the exact definition. Verbalion, the definition Pokemon, a psychic flying. 80, 120, 60, 110. Justified, clarify a new ability. All users that user attack ignore evasive stat boost. Area. The defined WordGirl. Honestly, everybody know what WordGirl look like, and her shiny is neon green cape, with her star chest is hot pink. Armed with the velocity and outmatch the swoop down of the sky and villainous from the disrupt piece of the local town. It's a brain operation of the supercomputer aggressive of the place. Valblade Malform. Trigger when Valblade is exposed to the glitch copier, a cosmic artifact dropped by the evil legendary clone Clips, inspired by Lay Redundant Woman. A darkest psychic type. Honestly, she actually loses her speed by her defense and special attack contradiction. All stats are on reverse. If an opponent tries sword dance to raise, contradiction force it to drop 2 stages. A complete sister. The rest suit is now dragon purple and dripping with a violet code, and the shiny the dark purple is neon to blind orange, and its pixel burn is neon green. A twisted redundant duplicate born from the cosmic machine. It despises order, and the really change and the style complete across the region. Because it's a matrix, it completely inverted. It moves slowly, both immense defense. It fire compress gibberish text. Redundant echo. Verrid entered the battle while holding the glitch copy of items. Protocol. Whenever Verrid execute the next to her, and instantly the same 30%, similar to parental bond. In the twist Verrid Malform, it repeat the category if she use the clone strike the special move vice versa. It completely confused the opponent defense. Now it's time for the final one. It based on Cookie Monster. Bulb Blue. The Ravus Pokemon, normal dark type. Evolved to Kratts Mons. A low 24, holding a chocolate chip item. Gluttony. Strong jaw hustle. It's a shaggy blue fur with googly eyes. A shiny is neon orange fur with piercing green, electric green. Its earliest stages, this Pokemon possessed no self-control. It digests solid steel wood that plastic seconds. It tracked eyes a battlefield a scientistly of the wild and begin by the attack. Kratts Monster. The Cookie Monster Pokemon. A normal type. Gluttony, thick fat, and cookie craze. The new hit ability. Whenever the Pokemon consume a food-based item like a berry, if it does attack at speed, instantly rise by 1 stage. The absolute classic, iconic large bipedal monster with a massive mouth and stable googly eyes is stuffed with a giant chocolate cookie by with sandstorm. It's got pink fur and glowing blue, a blue mouth, a terrier with a clip face. It has developed a hyper fixation on baked goods. If it sniffs out the baked cookie from over 3 miles away, ignore all commands from its trainer until it's fed. When it eats, it misses mouth entirely. When it have food, shower the surrounding with a dense version of Vasi crumbs. Gourmonster, the balance Pokemon, a normal grass. Based on modern evolution into the culinary chef, his monster food skills, and learning that cookies are sometimes food alongside healthy veggies. Ripen. Self-control, new ability that make the Pokemon immune to taunt, torment, and confusion with a mental discipline. Chef Play, a new hit ability. At the end of the turn, Gourmand automatically cook a dish and heal itself or its allies in HP of 15% of HP. A massive, gentle monster with shaggy blue fur and natural patch of white fur that the shape of a chef hat. And midnight black fur with a yellow chef hat powder and hot pink eyes. Have mastered the self of it now nutrition. It use culinary skills to create healthy dishes that cure poison or burn allies. Do not be mistaken. The newfound weakness, if an opponent deliberately wastes food, Gourmet Monster will release a physical assault in sometime food. If a Gourmet Monster enters the battlefield while holding the unique cookie job item, the sometime food activates while the historical show era is single turn. For the wild era, it gave 1.5 damage and 10 recorded damage at attack wild. In the golden era, all cell-based attacks turn into custom. Me want cookies and 90 base and drop the held item. In modern era, Gourmet consume a veggie basket and instantly reset and boost defense and SP defense by 2 stages. A cycle then repeats by 1 stage. Have a good day, and if you want more of this, leave it in the comments. Have a good day, bye.